someone walking across right now. Don't look at me, please. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Hi again. This is going to be a embarrassing stories video. I have two really bad ones, in my opinion. They're pretty bad to me because
I'm not even center.
oh my gosh. These are really bad for me because I absolutely hate speaking in public, and these are public speaking embarrassing story time. So first story time happened when I was in 9th grade. When I was in 9th grade, I don't know what got into me, but I decided to take theater. I don't know why. At the end of 9th grade, our whole Theater 1 class and the other Theater 1 class had to make up their own monologues. Basically, if you don't know what a monologue is, I don't really know how to explain it, so just search it up. Okay, I'm just gonna tell the story from here for a second. Move! So my monologue was about technologies. It could be something that was important to you, and to me, technology, they filled in. I just know it's gonna take over the world pretty much. So I wanted to do a story time on it, or a monologue on it. So I did. I thought it was good, and then the night of the show hits. So pretty much, both of the Theater 1 classes had practice and the actual show
On show night.
so we had to practice right before we went on stage for the show. First Theater 1 class practice, there's Spence movie, and we didn't have enough time for our class to practice, so we didn't get to practice. What do you know? We didn't get to practice our class, obviously. I'm always unlucky.
Anyways,
The first one went, and then it was a 10-minute intermission. And then first up was me. Like,
I was next.
I was the first one that was going for our class, which is scary because it's like I have to set the bar, like, you know, I have to set the bar high. Intermission ends, and the lady in the backstage, she literally told me when the lights come on, the people who have the props come in with the props down, and then you can go out and do your monologue. That didn't happen. When the lights turned on, everyone on the left wing, which is the other side of the stage, they were like, oh my god, come on, hurry up, like the lights are on. And I was like, no, like you're supposed to bring the props. I'm not supposed to go on stage. It's not me. It's not my turn. It's your turn. And they were like, no, like they were like shouting across. They weren't shouting, but you know, they were like, come on. Like, I'm not going. And so one of my friends, she was like, you know what, screw this. She took the blanket because she was one of the people on the side because she had something to do with texting. And she put the blanket on the stage. She just sat there. She just sat there. There's a guy, a grown male, an actual male adult was like booing her off the stage. I have to go out there and say my monologue now that I know how this audience feels. I don't want to. I was literally just gonna not do it. If I'm going home, I don't want to do this. Well, I did it. I eventually just manned up. I toughened up, basically. I walked a little bit on stage. There was barely anyone in the crowd, thank God. It was pretty much just parents. Surprisingly, I didn't want to cry. Like, I really didn't want to cry. It was like 5 minutes of just silence. That's why it was so embarrassing. And there's just light on the stage. The parents were probably just staring at the stage like, what's going on? Like, what the heck is this? I had to go out there and talk to them right after that. It was so embarrassing. And then, to make matters worse, at the end of the night, my theater teacher told us, guys, I don't want to have to watch you. I want to go home because I live far away. So your parents better be here to pick you up. My parents were not there right away. We had to wait, me and my friend. We had to wait there. We were the only two there waiting with the theater teacher. She was there waiting with us. It was so bad. Finally, my parents showed up. I went home. I emailed my theater teacher and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what happened. Please don't hate me. And that was embarrassing story number 1. I'm going to tell another one because I have a lot of these. This one happened my junior year of high school, which was last year. It was in my English class. At the end of the year, everybody had to tell a 5-minute story. It did not matter what your story was. It just had to be a 5-minute story. It could have been interesting, boring, it could have been a heartbreak, it could have been anything, pretty much. Like, she just wanted a 5-minute story. I decided to tell my story about the time I chucked the pencil at my sister. That's like a whole other story, but I did. I'm sorry. The time comes, and I had to tell my story. And I'm really prepared. I literally said this story like a million times. I wanted it to be perfect, even though I knew I was gonna mess up when I got on that stage. I knew. I was literally the second to last person to tell my story because I did not want to go up there and say it. I really didn't want to. I go up there and it's terrible. Or I'm standing on the podium. No, I'm not standing on the podium. I'm sitting down on this little bench thingy, just facing all of my peers. Very uncomfortable for me because I hate talking. I go up there and I'm telling my story, and all of a sudden I just blank. I forget my whole story in front of all of these people. Then I didn't know what else to do because all of the thought just left my head. Everything was just gone. So I looked down, I started playing with my little ripped jeans dress code, and I looked at the class and I was like, I'm sorry, like, I know my story. I'm just nervous. I hate myself. Told the story, but I had to speed it up because I was gonna cry. I really was gonna cry. I was gonna cry so hard and just run out the classroom and never come back. So I decided to just finish my story, and I did. I finished it. But I was reading through it way too fast. I wanted to get it over with and just sit down already. So I'm pretty sure no one understood what I was saying. And then I finally got up, and then everyone was just like, did you see that? It was very cringy. I tried to forget about it, but obviously telling the story made me remember, so that's great. That's pretty much my embarrassing stories. Sorry if this was short. Yeah, thanks for watching. Go watch my last week's video. It was my first Q&A. If I can find out how to put the link in the description, I will. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh my god, he scared the heck out of me. This man just went to go look for his mail. Okay. Bye.